Dee Shepherd here from SMJ Media, once again at the lovely place, Login Lounge in Camberley, and we are doing our weekly community Buzz Podcasts show. So on this episode today, we have the lovely Claire George from Tappy Toes. Welcome, Claire.
Hello, Dee. Thank you for having me.
That's all right. How are you?
I'm really well today.
Are you doing well with the weather?
Do you know what? I don't mind that it's a little bit cooler because
Yeah.
I have 2 kids and they're sleeping well.
Oh,
so this is fine.
That's good. That's good. We don't have to do wet towels to get them to
No,
sleep.
exactly. Various fans in the room to try and keep them cool. So I'm okay with this. This is all right.
And meanwhile, you're behind the fan, absolutely soaking wet with
exactly.
sweat.
We have no fans in our room, but the kids are fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Just like
Sacrifice.
keep the kids sorted.
Yeah.
So talking about kids, nice link, Claire. I like how you did that there. So we're here today to talk all about, let's see on your T-shirt,
Oh, yes.
Tappy Toes.
Tappy Toes.
You wear that well. Talk to me about, let's do a bit of a backtrack then. Before we get into what you do right now, talk to me about how you got started. A little bit like the history of Tappy Toes. Tell me about that.
Okay, so I started as a mum, going to a class with my youngest. She was probably 2.5 at the time. And I found Tappy Toes online. And I thought, this is brilliant. I wanted a dance class for her that I could attend with her. And Tappy Toes popped up and I went along and I absolutely loved it. Lana, my youngest, would dip in and out, but we just loved the energy of the class. It was friendly and we just had such a good time. Eventually, the opportunity came for me to buy the franchise. So I jumped at the opportunity.
Wow.
To do that. I'd been looking to get back into teaching. I had been a teacher previously, doing after school clubs and children's activities as well. So I was looking for that and I just thought, destiny, I need to... I think I emailed the franchise owner at like midnight saying, yes, me, I'll do it.
I love that. I love that the opportunity came up at the right time for you.
Yeah.
And you also got like that opportunity that not everybody gets, which is that try before you buy.
Exactly. And I thought, well, this is perfect. I love it. My daughter loves it. And I knew all the other parents were enjoying it so much that I also didn't want it not to be in Fleet and Farnborough and the surrounding areas. I thought so many people enjoyed it.
Oh,
I want to be able to
you
do
didn't
that
want
too.
them to lose it.
No, exactly.
Oh, I love that. You were like, no, I'm going to hold the torch.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it going.
Try.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
So when you say that you've been a teacher before, what has your teaching background been then?
So I'm not a qualified teacher like in a school, but I teach dance. So I did a lot. I started my training in sort of kids' activities with Gymboree, which is, lots of people probably know it.
Yeah.
I did that for years alongside acting. So I was an actress in London and this was kind of my side income, doing that and doing other little after school drama clubs, after school ballet clubs.
Wow.
And I'd had my 2 children and I was just looking to start work again.
Okay. And what a nice dovetail into starting work when it was something that... So you weren't actually officially looking while you were having those classes.
No.
You were just enjoying the moment of being mummy.
Yeah, exactly. And because of COVID, we hadn't really taken her to any classes. So this was the first class that we really went to together.
Yeah.
And she was a little bit shy because COVID, she wasn't used to being around other kids and adults, and we just moved back to the UK. So it was just a lovely time to enjoy myself. And then I thought, oh, hang on, I'm looking for teaching work and what am I going to do next? And then the email popped up.
Because before you know it, the term goes really quick and your little ones are getting older, and now it's a case of like they've moved from this age group to that age group. So what types of age groups are there then at Tappy Toes?
So we can start from 6 months. Majority of my little ones are sort of toddling ages, so maybe like 12, 13 months, and then all the way up to 5 years.
Oh, wow. So are they all in one class?
No, so we do separate classes. So we've got our teenies and toddles, which is their kind of toddling or standing, up to about 2.5. And then from 2.5 to 4 years, we move them up to our tots toes.
Oh, wow.
And they use more of their imagination. We're introducing them more into ballet, dance, movement, sort of setting the foundation for when they want to do just like a ballet
Oh, great.
or a jazz or a tap class.
Great.
And then we've got our drop-in classes
Okay.
for Tiptoes, which is sort of age 3 to 5, where parents can drop them, have a nice coffee.
Oh, really?
More ballet based, so then
Yes.
we'll do more of a ballet class for them for half an hour.
Wow. So this is now sort of really focusing on a specific dance style.
Yes, exactly. And kind
Okay.
of really preparing them for when they move up to just a pure ballet class where they do need to be more independent. They
Yeah.
need to know their different positions, like first, second, third position, pointing their toes, just getting their alignment right.
So it sounds as though those type of classes that they could then promote into, sounds as though they owe you a big thank you, Claire.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's nice we're all working together. I'm kind of leading them
think
towards these
so.
other
I
classes,
think there must be some sort of partnership
Yes,
that
yeah.
needs to happen there. And-
filtering them up.
yeah, exactly. You've really, really paved the way for them, haven't you, to then go into whichever area they want to, whether it wants to be the jazz
Yeah.
or the ballet, or just continue because now they've got a love of dance.
Yes, exactly. And I wanted, with my daughter, because I trained as a professional dancer, I wanted her to start young, and I couldn't find anything for 2.5-year-olds.
Wow.
And this was the perfect thing. I could take her with me.
Yeah.
She was learning her musicality, coordination, so many other skills, like her fine motor skills, gross motor skills. And I just felt she was really getting set up for preschool as well.
Great.
And then school.
Okay. So let's just think. So you've got the 3 different classes, and let's say I have a child who would go to your youngest age range. Talk to me about why I would go to your class and why I would take my youngest with you. Why would that be a class that I would choose?
I think it's most importantly, the parents have fun too. You are fully involved in the class, but you want to be. The music is fun.
Yeah.
The props are fun. I know some people might think, well, this is a dance class. Why would I take like an 18-month-old to a dance class?
Yeah.
We're not expecting them to do a dance routine, or for the parents or grandparents to do a dance routine.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of bonding.
Yeah.
We'll teach you a little routine. If in doubt, everyone just does a step dig or a slide to the side or swaying. But it's just a good, fun, friendly class with a lot of sensory. We've got props. We'll always have a musical instrument. There's always scarves or pom-poms.
Oh.
And then we end with big parachute. And we have some, we have lots of fun with our parachute and bubbles, of course.
Yeah. Oh,
At the end.
essential. We love bubbles.
But I think it just really helps their musicality as well. They start to sing the nursery rhymes that we do, but we'll also have up-to-date songs, obviously age-appropriate songs.
So again, everything's feeding into their next steps after classes.
Yeah.
Because I hear that nursery rhymes and those steps to nursery rhymes and numbers and letters, and it's actually fallen away a little bit. Not everybody's doing that at home like they used to.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is so nice for them. It might actually be the first time when they hear about wind the bobbin up.
Yeah. And then they do the actions too.
Yeah. I
So-
love that. I love that. So as we go on then, and let's say we're now your top class, so it's the older ones. How do they differ in their confidence?
Oh, huge. They like to come to the front of the class. They might sit with me as little helpers and do the class with me.
Oh, I love that.
There's a lot of things they do independently. So we'll do what we call corner work, where they'll start in the corner and they might do some running on their tiptoes and twirls and then running off. So they're really building their confidence to be more independent, and be by themselves. We'll be doing more sort of good and naughty toes, but with their imagination. So we might have a Tinkerbell, they're our good toes, and then maybe Captain Hook, our naughty toes. And we like them to share their ideas. So
I feel
they
like
might...
I'm in a pantomime setting.
It is a bit like that. But they like to share their ideas, so they'll shout things out.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, wow.
I think at that age, we like to use their imagination with it, so they don't realize they're dancing
Yeah.
or that they're learning how to dance, because they think they're just using their imagination to, I don't know, dip their toes in a pond.
And how nice. They probably don't even realise it's a class. They're just like, we're going to
Yeah.
go and see Claire. I get to be expressional. I get to be creative without them obviously thinking
Without-
that in
yeah.
that terminology. And they're just like, Claire's just going to jump on board. I'm going to meet all my mates and we're all going to go for an adventure.
Yeah, exactly. The whole class is an adventure in the older ones.
Wow.
So from start to finish.
And do you see like the mums like trying to get in on that? Are they trying to dip
the
their
mums love
toes
it.
in as well?
Yeah.
Or are they standing back, or they're just like, actually, I'm just going to go all in as well?
Yeah, a lot of them will go all in. When we have our trials, they're not quite sure, but by like the third week, they're fully involved and just enjoy doing it. Because if you've had a bad morning, trying to get the kids ready, get them out. If you have more than one, it's quite a juggle getting them out of the house. So it can be quite stressful. And then you go to Tappy Toes and you can release it all. And I guarantee after 30 minutes, you will leave smiling.
Can I come?
And forget, yes, please.
We have an adults one.
Yeah. But even for me, I love going. I might have a bad morning with school drop off.
Yeah.
And then I get there and I've had an amazing morning and my energy levels are up. I'm
I love
happier.
that. And you've seen other women as well, and other mums and other grandmas and other dads and so on. Talk to me about that community then with the parents and with the carers. What's that like?
So I love to know all that, I know all their names, know the names of the kids, and we just have, it's like a coffee morning.
Brilliant.
We chat about, what's gone on the weekend, how our little ones are doing. And I think a lot of the time, because I'm a mum as well, they can relate.
Yeah.
So it is a real like community feel where all the mums get on really well. The grandparents love it.
Yeah.
They come too. They love having a dance for 30 minutes. And
They're
then
like, where's my pom-pom?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we give them all to the grown-ups too. They get props too.
I love that. And that's essential
Yeah.
because then it's just like, no, you're not stepping on the sideline. Once you step in the room, you're mine, says Claire. You're mine.
You're
I've got
mine.
you.
And I'm like, you got to get involved. You won't regret it.
But too many other classes, they leave the parents out, or there's a bit of participation, but I love the fact that everybody's involved in that.
Yeah.
So where are you? Where are the classes?
So we are in Fleet on a Tuesday morning, and then we're in Farnborough on a Wednesday and a Friday morning, and then on a Thursday we're in New Shot. Village Hall.
Okay.
Which are beautiful.
Is it?
Village Hall, and they've got a gorgeous playground.
Nice.
And we've actually just introduced a Saturday class.
Oh,
yes.
Branching
out.
I love this. So how many classes did you start with then, and how many have you got now?
So I've started with 4, and now we've got 10.
Oh,
I think now.
that is amazing. And over what period of time is that?
So this has been a year and a half.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're going from strength to strength.
Yes.
So
Hoping it continues.
So where's the Saturday? If it's a new one, where is it?
So the Saturday is at Elvertham Heath Primary School in Fleet. So in their main hall.
And is that going to be a certain age group, or is it all the different ones?
So we'll do all the different ones for the morning. So we'll do a Toddletoes, which is our youngest, which is from sort of the toddling to 2.5. And then we've got our Tots Toes, where the parents can come too, but we're introducing them to dance a bit more and ballet.
Yep.
And then our Tiptoes, where the parents can drop off and go.
I love that.
But there's a nice coffee shop in the church next door to the school.
Church on the Heath.
Yeah, Church on the Heath. And then you've got Morrison's.
Nice. Yeah, no, don't do shopping, mums. Do
go and have a
not
coffee.
do shopping. Go and drop off and have a coffee.
Have a coffee and a cake.
Coffee and a cake. I like that idea. So do you do parties?
Yes, we do
Talk
parties.
to us about parties.
Oh, parties are so much fun. So they last for an hour of entertainment where we just get the party started. I mean, it's fun-filled. We come with props, bubbles. We can tailor it to them. So I've got one coming up, which the little boy loves the tiger who came to tea. So we're just going to base everything around that. So we can tailor it to each individual.
Parties as well.
You know, their favourite songs or their favourite props.
Yeah.
And we'll bring everything, entertain the parents for an hour. Again, they
It's
get
like
involved.
a party in a box.
Exactly. Party in a box. I love that.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
It is now.
A party in a box.
It is now. There you go. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to use that.
So do you find that with the parties, it is your community classes that go for the parties, or is it a different clientele?
Do you know what? We've got both. We seem to have a few, actually, that are from our classes, but a lot come from just looking for something different for their parties, or their kids might really enjoy dancing or moving, and they want to continue that, but they might, maybe the parents work full time and they can't do an extra curricular class, so they want to try it for a party.
And I'm just wondering, actually, do any of the children, do they like graduate, or do they get any certificates? What do they do? Because you've said you've got the different levels.
Yeah.
Just plenty of them start at the bottom and then go all the way to
They
the
do.
top.
So we've had quite a few that stayed from the beginning, and they're now up in their tots toes and going on to their drop-in classes this term. But we end each term with a certificate. So no matter sort of how long they've been with us, or if they're leaving or they're staying for the to continue their classes, we will always give them a little certificate to say that they've achieved that in the term. We've had a lot of school leavers this year. So we also had some certificates for them for leaving.
Did you get upset?
I did.
Are these like ones that you've had from really little
Yeah,
as
they've
well?
been there since the beginning. So it's been really sad to see them go.
It's not just the little ones going, it's those connections with the mummies as well.
Because I think we're all just like a big family. We're all just friends.
Oh, wow. So just quickly, let's just before we finish, because we do need to finish, because we've just been like chatting like we've just not seen each other for years. If anybody wanted to be part of this amazing Tappy Toes franchise, what would you say to them?
What, as customers? Or
if they wanted to buy the franchise?
I would say go for it. It gives you, a really good balance with family and work time. I get to pick up my kids and drop them off at school, so you can choose your own working hours. And it's just a really supportive network. All the franchisees were all very supportive of each other. We help each other. We give each other ideas.
Oh, wow.
And sort of the head franchise, there's lots of training opportunities. You just don't feel like you're by yourself.
That's great. And I've seen that Tappy Toes has got a lot of awards, hasn't it, now under the belt?
Yes, yeah. And we've got some more coming up, the What's On for Kids Awards. So we've been nominated.
You been nominated?
I have been nominated.
Where does everybody need to vote, Claire?
I know, voting's closed now. I know. But we were voted for Best Performing Arts and Dance class for Fleet and Farnborough. And then I was voted as Most Loved Teacher.
Of course.
So that was very sweet, very humbling.
I love that. Yeah. It is such a pleasure, Claire, to meet you. And it's so great to hear that you are starting new classes. And don't forget the drop-in classes on a Saturday at Eltham Heath Primary School in Fleet. So where can they find out more details? What's the website?
So on tappytoes.com, they can go on there. They'll be redirected to the Fleet and Farnborough page, or they can go on my social media on Instagram or Facebook. Yeah. It's Fleet and Farnborough.
Fabulous for Tappy Toes.
Yeah, for Tappy Toes.
So we must do this again sometime.
Yes,
so you'll have 10 classes at the moment, probably 25 next time.
God,
Take it over all of Hampshire.
It's only me. I'm still on the emails or the admin.
You'll be right. You've got it in the bag. It's been an absolute pleasure to catch up with you, Claire, and I am so glad that it is blossoming and blooming, and may it continue.
Thank you so much. I've had so much fun this morning. Good. Yeah, it's been lovely.
Talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
My book, Dear Anonymous. SMJ Media have been perfect in promoting my book, and if you would like to follow for more content or help out and support, then you can go to buymeacoffee.com/SMJ Media Group.